Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 27th to May 3rd, 2025 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's located in the description box below. Well, it's linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. If you are sound sensitive, this is the time to mute the reading, let the healing energy wash over you, and then unmute it when you see me pick up the singing bowl. So let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Aquarius, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And one bonus card. Yay, you! Okay, so let's see what's going to be at the heart of this week here, Aquarius. We have the Four of Swords. So this is going to be a week where you kind of need to take it slow, take it easy. You are going to need to also, this is taking care of yourself. So even if you can't take it slow and take it easy, you're like, Dane, I got things to do, places to go, people to see. Absolutely understand that. Make sure you get to bed on time. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you eat good, healthy food. That's going to be really important. This week, you're going to be more sensitive to all of that than other weeks. So just being aware of that is going to be really important. The challenge is that you have places to go and people to see. This is the Hierophant. You have a lot to do. The Hierophant is also Taurus energy. April 20th to May 20th is the time frame. It's determination, it's focus. Well, it's the time frame that we're in right now. We're in Taurus time frame, right? And so here you have a lot to do. You're also very determined. You're very focused. You can be very stubborn. It's like, okay, wait, once I finish this, and then once you finish that, you'll be like, okay, once I finish this. So just being aware of that energy is going to be very important. You can also have a Taurus in your life that you're finding a bit challenging. And the way that you're escaping that challenge is to kind of it's kind of like doom scrolling. It's kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go in and do this endlessly. So just be aware of that during this time. All right. It moves us then to where we need to focus. And this is the Queen of Cups. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is healing. This is love. This is connection. This is calming things down. And this is nurturing the healing within us. It's also taking care of ourselves. So that's where we need to focus. And that is going to be challenging for this week for us to really take care of ourselves, to really show up for ourselves. And that's what we really need to do. We need to do what we would tell other people if we saw them burning the candle at both ends. You need to slow down. You need to take care of yourself. That's what we need to do. And it's done with love. It's done with grace. It's done with kindness. You can also have somebody in your life who's just really kind, really loving, really a sweet person who is really going to help build you up, but also you're going to see that you're going to be needing to focus on that energy. It's like, okay, well, I have this person who's really loving, really kind and really sweet. I can focus on that energy, or I can focus on the energy that is super difficult. So focus on the energy, and especially the person that is kinder and more loving than the person who's super difficult. So just be aware of that. It moves us then to the energy that is passing away, and that is the Page of Pentacles. So this is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. And here, what we're going to see, Aquarius, is that the learning phase is like done. There's a real sense of like, okay, now I know where I stand. Now I know what I want. Now I know where I need to be. So you don't need to ask all the questions. You don't need to dive deeper into everything. And that's going to be really important during this time with the Page of Pentacles, with the energy that we're leaving behind is the sense of, but I just need to know a little bit more and I'm not quite ready. And what about this? And what about that? And I need more training and I need more schooling and I need more understanding. And now we're like, oh, okay, that's done. Let's move forward. And you can also see that if that's not a personal energy in your life, it's going to be a profound energy in your life where there's somebody who's always like, I just need to learn a little bit more, know a little bit more, do a little bit more. And now they're like, no, I got this. And you're going to really like that. You're going to be impressed. It moves us then to our strength, which is the Ace of Pentacles, God, Source, Spirit. However you see the divine, the universe is handing you a gift of prosperity, success, bounty, and abundance. Take the Ace of Pentacles, plant that seed. You already are taking it, right? There's a past energy that has been taking it. And you're like, oh, Dane, I've already done this. I've already opened myself up to success. Why isn't it coming? Because you planted the seeds. And now we need to have patience as the rain comes down on them and as they grow. So what we're going to see here with the Ace of Pentacles is this real sense of what do I need to nourish in order to move me forward? What am I opening the door to? How is it that I'm looking at things differently than I have before? But it's also calling in success. It's saying I am worthy of success and prosperity, of bounty, of abundance. I am opening up the door to where I need to stand. And that's going to be really important. And it's also, it's releasing any thoughts that we have that like, the meek shall inherit the world or money is dirty or, anything like that. It's like, no, I'm rich. I'm calling it in. It moves us then to our near future, which is the Hermit, which is which is Virgo energy. You have very strong earth side energy coming up here. And with the Hermit, it's turning inward. It's looking at what it is that you really want. It's also Virgo energy, which is August 23rd to September 22nd. And it's like, okay, what do I need to nurture? What do I want? What am I opening up the door to? But we're entering into a time where we just need to kind of slow it down. I know that this week seems astoundingly busy, but if we can slow it down, that's what this week needs. And that's what this week is calling us to do. We can also have a person in our life who's a little bit secretive, like a little bit hard to know, a little bit, like they kind of pull into themselves and they don't tell you everything. And that can be very frustrating. But it's kind of like, okay, then the energy is like, well, I need you to kind of like copy that. Like you don't need to tell them everything. Pull into yourself and sit in quiet, in harmony with your being. It moves us then to the advice, the Two of Cups, healing, beautiful love. There's healing coming in. There's connection that's moving us forward. And so really sitting in that healing, beautiful love and connecting with the heart, connecting with the emotions of it all, that's going to be very important. And then the environment is just a little bit draining, so just being aware of that with the Four of Pentacles, where there's this like vampiric energy around us where we just feel drained and overwhelmed. The repeat of the number 4 is like, make sure you have a sturdy foundation. The Four of Pentacles is also this sense of, are you guarding your solar plexus? Like, are you guarding your chakras, especially your solar plexus chakra? Are you seeing your energy drained? Are you being overwhelmed? So it's stepping into a healing. It's stepping into kind of like calming and centering things, which seems to be the power of today, of this reading of this week, because once you do, like, huge change is coming, right? That's why you're revving up, right? You're revving up because there's this big shift that's coming in, and you're like, okay, I gotta speed things up. And Spirit's actually like, no, this huge change is coming in. Slow it down, slow it down. And then it moves us to our hopes and our fears. And this is the 9, excuse me. This is the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is overthinking, it's overanalyzing, it's things that keep us up at night. Now, one of our greatest talents is that we can think about things and we can look at things from different angles and we can kind of like assess the threats. And people are like, oh, wow, I didn't even think of that. Thank you. But also it's like we're on hyper alert. So just be mindful about this. The hope, we have our hopes, but we fear that they will never come. Right? And so here with the 9 of Swords, it's like, just be mindful of this energy, because we have our hopes and we have our passions, but then we have this fear that it's never going to come. And so Spirit is like, no, embrace the hope and release the fear. It then brings us to the potential outcome. And you know what? I love this Aquarius, because the star is us. We are represented by the star in the major arcana. And the potential outcome here is that we embrace truly, fully, openly, and honestly who it is that we are. But we also see that the universe is connecting with our deepest wish. And as the universe connects with our deepest wish, the door is open. We look at things differently than we have before. We see ourselves in a different way. And we start letting the blessings in and knowing that we are absolutely worthy of them. And it brings us then to the bonus card, which is the Three of Swords, heartbreak and pain and disappointment. And you've been through a lot. It's an acknowledgement of that. Nobody is diminishing that energy or diminishing that you haven't been through a lot, but you definitely have, at the very least here, Aquarius, you have 3 people on the other side who want to see you achieve and succeed, who are trying to lift the load off your shoulder and want more joy in your life than anything else. And so here with the Three of Swords, it is the healing of old wounds, of pains, of disappointments. And then it's letting in the love. It's opening up the heart to endless blessings. It moves us to our spirit message, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is the cardinal. You do know the old statement that when you see a red bird, it means those that have passed on are with you. And that's exactly what Spirit is saying here. And it says, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. And you might say, I don't want to be a leader, right? But you are. And even if you lead in quiet, calm, in love, and in grace, like that's really important. So embrace the cardinal energy, embrace the power of your heart, but also embrace the connection that you have with the spirit world. Your chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly. Abundance. The root chakra, the root of you is abundant. You are successful, you are abundant, and you are prosperous. Let that radiate forward. The energy to be mindful of this week, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, is the King of Wands and the Fool. Now, you could be seeing somebody who is a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, like charging forward too fast, and you think they're making a fool out of themselves. So just be aware of that. That energy is to be mindful of here. But you can also have somebody who has a kind of hair trigger temper, okay? Trying to stop you from taking the risks that you want and leaping forward. Now, this could also be somebody from the past that hurt your confidence in such a way that you're afraid now to take risks. You're afraid now to jump forward the way that you want to. So just being aware of that is super important. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. And this is the crane, one of my favorite cards. And it says, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Actually, you have 2 of my favorite cards here. And it says, luck and longevity blesses this union. And remember that when a partnership comes forward, it doesn't have to be romantic, though it can be. But it is also friendship. It is also a business partnership. Like there's a connection that's coming forward that's opening doors to you. And you're like, oh, wow, I never saw it that way. Our subconscious chakra message is spiritual awakening. This is the crown chakra, and we are being blessed with a deeper understanding and a deeper knowing that is guiding us forward. So trust your intuition. And again, that's why Spirit is also saying here, hey, slow it down and listen, slow it down and let yourself sleep, let yourself like be in a state of quiet, because Spirit is going to talk to you the loudest then. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. And this is the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the King of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands, you have somebody who's very practical, but who can also be very mean about it, like angry about it. So just be aware of that. Like this is somebody who you'll sit there and be like, well, this is all very practical, but why is it so annoying? It's like because the person's energy is annoying. So an understanding of that, and you don't have to follow, is also going to be a very important thing. And then your subconscious spirit message is the Seven of Swords. Be mindful of people being a bit deceptive, right? You're going to be able to see through it. But there's a deception that comes forward this week that you need to trust your intuition with, because you're like, that's a load of malarkey, right? And then once you trust that intuition, you see yourself moving forward in greater knowledge. It's like, oh, okay, now I get it. But you had to call it out first, even if it's just in your own head. Actually, I recommend that it be in your own head because you don't need an argument. This week, you're building off of quiet, you're building off of love, you're building off of peace, and you don't need, kind of like the fighting spirit, like, kind of like to have fisticuffs, coming into play. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this week and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed week. Bye.